Hi, it's happy Friday. Today is an asynchronous day because I am out of the office. So I've recorded what I would like you to do today and on Monday so that you're really clear with your directions. So today you are going to be displaying your UN economic profile. This is one of your last projects for this class. So this week we've been learning about economics in the white folder here, and you had a couple days to do your economic laptopia. On Wednesday, we took notes about measuring development, and now is where you're going to finish your project for your UN country. So if you start in and you get confused, I actually made another recording how to make your economic display. And I think I tell you here in the directions, you could start that at 21:30 and listen for those like 5 minutes. And I tell you exactly how to put it all together in, where's my video? This video. But here's what you're going to be doing. So we started this Thursday where you were looking up some facts of social factors. We need to find your Human Development Index facts. What supports how well your country is either developed or not developed. So for social factors, any of these would work. I don't know if all of the links are working, but you can try, and find at least 2 social factors, and then you have the data. You're going to have at least 2 financial factors and summarize that data. You are going to have at least 2 of the sense of purpose factors and summarize that data. And then you need at least 2 community and environment, summarize that data. And lastly, physical factors. All of that goes into a country's overall grade of how well they're doing as a country. But now today is where you're going to just bling it out. You're going to display it because this is going to go in your final portfolio. So I have an exemplar of what it would look like. You were going to make these little text boxes: social, purpose, financial, community, physical. You can do this on a Google Doc. You can do this in Google Drawing. Put maybe a little picture of your country or the flag in the middle. Do not forget your final paragraph. That's a huge part of this analysis. So you'll have the data, you'll have a brief summary of what's going on in each of the boxes. You're kind of evaluating, how are you doing physically? How are you doing with the sense of purpose? How are you doing socially? How are you doing financially? But then this, just as I've shown you in my example, you're going to have a pretty meaty analysis paragraph because that's part of your grading. So if I look at my rubric of how I'm grading you, you've got your layout. This summary analysis is like twice as much. So don't forget that final paragraph. When does it due? Well, I have that it's due by midnight tonight. You're going to get this whole class to work on this. But I'm not done with all my directions because a really big assignment for you, once you get this UN economic profile done today, is you have a test on Monday. So you should maybe spend some time today getting ready for your test. And I want to show you in the economic folder what to expect for your test, okay? We did one of these for Unit 1. You were going to make another recording, but this time you're going to be talking about demography. You're going to be talking about your country's people. And you were going to talk about culture, providing examples of surface and deep culture. And I remind you that this recording is completely open note. So you can pull up any of your projects, any of the internet, but I'm listening for your analysis and your understanding of these concepts. So you're going to start in talking about culture. You're going to talk about population for a little bit, talking about what stage you are and why. You need to talk about 2 demographic factors. Then you're going to talk about migration, and you might need to look back at that PowerPoint or listen back to the recording of that lecture so that you know what are Lee and Ravenstein's laws and how does that affect the migration in your country. For politics, you might need to go back and listen to the lecture about politics because you have to talk about centripetal and centrifugal forces in your country. And then lastly, economics. That's been the focus this week, talking about the social, political, financial, environmental factors affecting your country's HDI. How long is this recording going to be? It's about 2 to 4 minutes. And I know I'm in teacher mode right now, but in your screen, you should see a submit button here. And when you're ready to do your recording, after you've done some thinking, I want you to actually plan out what it is you're going to say before you just jump in, okay? Have some prior planning, have some notes to talk from. But then click the submit button. And when you click it once, you'll see right underneath there are tiny little icons that you can use for recording either with a video or recording with audio. And so you are going to make the recording using your camera or your camera and your audio, or just audio, here on Schoology. When you turn it in, please make sure that it uploaded, okay? You can go back and look at your uploading. Make sure that you have a recording. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to give you a 0. And I'm sad about this, but if you do not complete this on Monday, notice right up at the top, you are gonna have 1 letter grade off. So this is your asynchronous Monday activity. You can do it anytime on that Monday to make your recording. It's only going to be like 2 to 4 minutes. You'll probably have to put a little bit of time into what it is you're going to say. And then it needs to be in by midnight. Okay. What are we doing when you come in next week? We're going to start our last unit, which is about agriculture and sustainability. And then we're pretty much done with this course. We'll be finishing our final and putting our final portfolio together. So you guys have been awesome. You are working so hard. I am really super proud of you. I hope you have an amazing Friday. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.